Saturday morning. It is 8:20 and there's another storm coming. It's all fairly quiet at the moment, but it looks grey and miserable. So we've decided to tackle this wallpaper. It's the one thing in the house that I really don't like. Darren quite likes it, but I don't like it, and seeing as it's in my office, we're gonna have a go at painting it and hoping we can cover it with a few coats of paint. So that is our job today. I'm just starting to make a start with moving things so that we can get to it, which is usually the biggest job, isn't it? But fingers crossed, when I'm in here on Monday working, this will all be gone. Good morning. It's Monday morning. I don't know what time it is. I've been awake loads during the night, and then I fell back to sleep. I wanted to get up early because I've got loads of orders to pack today, but I was awake during the night. I don't know, I woke up at 1:30, 2 o'clock, and then I was awake till 4:30. Then I fell back to sleep. And then when I woke up, I said, got 2 messages. I was like, who's messaging me so early in the morning? And it's only a couple of friends going, I think somebody's trying to set up a fake account in your name. So that was a bit stressful. And then I went to have a shower and broke my nail opening the shower cubicle. So it's been a bit of a stressful morning, as you can imagine. Breaking my fingernail first thing in the morning. It's more than we need. It's still really grey and windy outside, but I've got plenty to do today. I'll show you the office. We've been busy over the weekend. I say we, it's been mainly Darren, but I've done some of it, and I did a lot of the sorting and moving and all that sort of thing. So my office is looking a bit different this morning, so I'll show you that in a minute. But first, I'm going to have my first coffee of the day. I feel like it's been delayed somewhat. So this is what we've been doing this weekend. Covering up that sort of ziggy-zaggy brown and gold wallpaper. And then we've reconfigured it slightly. Put those Calyx units over there. I'm low on stock obviously because it's the time of year, so I don't have that much stock at the moment, so it's working. And then this is my pile of stuff to pack. I've got that puppet, can you remember him? Squeezed into a bag at the moment. I've got this Chinese, hang on, Japanese, whatever, tea set thing. I've got some, they're pretty much wrapped already, I'm not going to get them out. Villeroy Bosch glasses, some boots, some curtains, some gloves, the other Yardley powder puff. Oh, this set of cute little scrumpy glasses. Cute little box. Some vintage cufflinks. Can I open those with one hand? Oh, there we go. This is cool. It's like a lacquered dish with a brass insert, and then inside it's got like a little dartboard thing. How cool is that? A Christmas mug. I think it's a Starbucks one. Can you see it through the bubble wrap? There's some bits that sold on my website. A book, Lurpak dish, a little Denby sugar bowl, some cloverleaf placemats. Yeah, not bad, but it's going to keep me busy for a little while. It's about 4 o'clock now, and I'm going to attempt to block out that light with my enormous head. If I can just stay like this, then you won't get blinded by the light. Fingers crossed. Okay, I've put a few bits on my website with your chance to buy thing. Just thought I'd quickly show you that there's still a few bits on there from before. Thank you to Helen and Suzanne, who both ordered on my website last week. Really appreciate it. Oh, and have you seen Darren's put my open sign up? Really cool. I've had that ages. My brother gave me that and had it in the shop, and people kept offering to buy it off me, and I was like, no, it's not for sale, it's not for sale. So it's up on my wall now. Thanks, Martin. Yeah, so there's a few bits that I've added to my chance to buy category on my website. There are these little wicker deer. I've had a few of these, sold them on eBay. I just thought I'd give you a chance to buy my last two. They're very slightly different. You'll just get one depending on how I pick it out randomly. But they're cute with their little tails. Idea you could put some little lindors in for Christmas, that kind of thing. So there's those. They are £5 each. A couple of bits of stock left over from the shop. So I've got some lip balm. Can you see that? It's upside down. There we go. Lime and Mediterranean lemon lip balm. As I say, it's just stock left over from the shop. I've just got 2 left. And then a few candles. Trying to block the light. So there's these little, I think they're called votives. I'm not the hugest candle purchaser, so I'm not 100% sure. They're like that. But I have been told by customers who came back and back and back to buy them that they're very good quality. They're made like all natural ingredients, vegan. It's like a low energy factory and everything. They're really, and all recycled packaging. I've only got 2 scents left. Look, I nearly said flavours, but I said scents. I've got 1 of the sandalwood left. So tempted to keep it myself, but I've given you a chance to buy. And I've got 5 of the Mediterranean. No, that's because I just said Mediterranean with that one. Meditation, which is hoe wood oil, ylang ylang, bergamot and clary sage. It's a very lovely sort of fresh scent. So I've got 5 of them and 1 of the sandalwood left. So those are those. And then, I'm just trying to keep my head really still. I got a set of placemats. So the William Morris strawberry something it's called, I can't remember. Pimpernel, this is called the maker. They are used, so there's the odd little mark on the back, cork backed, set of 6, biggish placemats, but really nice pattern. I think I've done £5 for the set of 6, so it's a bargain. The candles, £4 each. Told you the other prices. And then I have this set. So these are like little wooden boards, like mid-century. I think these are like a handmade thing. They've all been shaped round the edges. So they've got rounded edges, but they're also sort of shaped as a slope off like that. Really, really nice quality. Got foam little pad feet. They are used, so they do have little marks and some. Can you see where the foam pad has been resting on the one above? There's little marks there, but a light sand and maybe a wax would make those look fabulous again. Very mid-century. We were tempted to keep them ourselves, but we've just got so much stuff. So these are on my website as well. There is a set of 6 lovely things. Right, that is the few bits that I've added to my website for your chance to buy. We've been really busy today. Bob and Court came over. I packed all that. They brought a whole load of stuff that they'd sold that we packed as well. Then we had a bit of discussion about the new regulations coming in, GD something or other. It's about selling in Europe, which affects us, which also affects me on my website. So I won't be able to supply to Northern Ireland for a while, just because this new law is coming out on the 13th of December. So after the 13th, I won't be able to take orders from Northern Ireland. It's just a really complicated thing, and it's hard to find proper information about it. But as far as I can tell, if you want to sell products to Europe and Northern Ireland, you have to have an agent within Europe who is your representative to ensure, safety and all those things. And as a small business, it's just not viable to employ somebody within Europe to do those things for you. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to supply Northern Ireland. And I know that's a real kick in the teeth. Not particularly for me. I've got very few customers. I have had some customers from Northern Ireland, and I apologise, but it's not something I can really do anything about. Unfortunately, the whole Brexit thing has just made a mess of stuff, hasn't it? On a cheerier note, how tidy is my office looking? Got a few more of these boxes came today, so I've tidied those up into there. So this is for like spare stock and stock that I'm working on. I didn't put anything on the fireplace because the paint was still wet, so I didn't want to rest anything up against the wall. So just a few bits there. Darren's just touched up a bit more today, so that's why it looks a little bit wet up there. But yeah, dead chuffed. Really, really, really chuffed with how tidy it is. There was some marks on the carpet. It's not perfect, but a lot of them came out with a scrub with some flash in water, so that was good. As I say, it's not perfect, but it's better than it was. I'm very, very pleased, and I'm going to have some pictures up on the wall soon when I find pictures that I like. So a while ago, I talked about try not to fiddle while I'm talking to you. I can't help it. Challenges, doing some sort of weekly challenge. And so I finally thought, I'll get around to doing that because I've been feeling rough for the last couple of weeks, so it didn't actually happen. So I'm going to start off softly. Sure, I could hear a car then. I'm going to start off softly. I used this pad that Bex sent me, my friend Bex, which, by the way, if you don't watch her vlogs, she's always very entertaining. I'll put a link to her channel below. And she makes beautiful silver jewellery. So if you want to follow her on Instagram or whatever, I will put links to her social media as well. Okay, so she sent me this pad because she knows how much I love a list. So it's got all the days of the week on it. There's a sticker on the back where she obviously got it from, so if you wanted to look up, you can do so. Yeah, and so I'm literally just going with the simplest things to get started with this challenge. So if you want to join in, you can do the same as me, or you can pick 3 things that you think would be better suited. So I'm going with tablets. Remember to take my tablets every day. Hopefully I can get into a good habit with that. The doctor has, when I spoke to him, he asked me to take the tablets 3 times a day. Then when they were prescribed as having 2 a day, and so it's been a bit of an issue me getting the tablets. Spoke to somebody today, and hopefully she's getting back to the doctor and they're going to re-prescribe it as if I'm taking 3 a day, and then it shouldn't be such a problem. So let's see how we get on with that. But anyway, whether it's 2 or 3 a day that I'm supposed to be taking, remembering to take my tablets twice a day. Now my friend Rachel did tell me that I should be taking the magnesium in the evening, which I've started doing last week, taking the magnesium in the evening and taking the rest during the morning. So we'll see how I get on with that. I'm still getting a lot of headaches, to be fair. A couple of you mentioned about HRT, which I am gonna speak to the doctor about, but I don't know whether it's gonna be before Christmas or after. I will try and get an appointment at some point. So tablets is the first thing on my thing each day. And then water, which I'm already failing at today. So I'm going to go and get myself a big glass of water. So having it on here will hopefully remind me each day to be drinking more water. And then I can give it a big fat tick next to that one there. And then reading. I've been in a good habit of reading recently, but I haven't been reading anything of any sort of challenge. I've just finished Pride and Prejudice, but before that it was a lot of Lee Child and James Patterson, that kind of thing. So I've picked out a couple of books. I'm going to have a go at reading one of them, seeing how I like it, and if not, I've got a choice of another one if I don't get along with it. So I've got this one, Good Vibes, Good Life. I'd heard good things about this book. And so when I saw it at Carbu, I was like, yep, I'm going to get that and have a go at reading that myself. So there's that one. And then this one, The Comfort Book, which is this book is like a giant hug. Yeah, so I'm going to, #1 Sunday Times bestseller. So I've got a choice of either one of those. So my idea is that I want to read at least a chapter a day of one of these 2 books. See which one I get along with, and I'll let you know next week how I'm getting on with those 2. So those are my 3 things each day. And then the only other thing I've put on there is one new thing. So I'm going to try and do one new thing each week, something that I've not done before, whether it be a recipe, an exercise, go to a different place I've not been to before, tried a new craft or a new drawing idea. Do you know what I mean? Just something new to get me out of my rut each week. And then that is a challenge for each week, because I am such a creature of habit that I will not take myself out of my comfort zone if I can help it. So and also I don't make time for things, so there it is, one new thing each week. I'd really love for you to try this as well and let me know at the end of the week whether you managed to do one new thing and what it was. So yeah, that is my challenge. If you want to join in, let me know what you're going to challenge yourself to, and let's get going. I would imagine that some of you will probably want something more challenging than that. You'll probably want like exercise, eat better, all of that. I'm hoping that things will snowball and that I will feel more up to it, but my health wise have been a bit challenging the last couple of weeks, so I'm starting off slow. This fan has come in real handy when I'm having my hot flushes of an evening. I don't seem to have so many during the day. I have like 1 or 2. But then when I sit down in the evening, they seem to start. And in the night, yeah, so this is a really handy thing. This I've had since I was a child. But it's really, really nice. I recommend, if you can find a fan, go get yourself one. All right, I've already drank a good old chunk of water, so I'm trying to make up for my being so far behind. Darren has just started making us a stir fry for tea, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm not going to be doing anything else today of any interest. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. I'd really love it if you join in with the challenge, but if not, or if you are, either way, if you could leave me thumbs ups and comments, it all really helps my algorithms, and I could do with all the help I can get, because it's an uphill challenge as YouTube for me. Yeah, have a great evening, and I will see you soon.